So, have you ever stopped to think, I mean, really think, what makes you, you? Is it, this body you live in, or maybe your thoughts, your feelings, even the really deep ones? Or is there something else, something uh, more fundamental? Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're exploring something pretty profound from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 13. It's often called the field and the knower, or Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga yoga in Sanskrit. Basically, it's about figuring out the difference between your body, your mind, all that stuff, and the real you, the observer. Our mission today is to kind of give you a shortcut to understanding this, what's temporary, what's eternal in your own experience.
Yeah.
We're drawing straight from these incredible verses. It's about turning inward, much like Krishna helped Arjuna do.
Absolutely. And what's amazing is how relevant this ancient wisdom still feels. It's not just philosophy. It offers really practical insights for your life right now. We want to show you how understanding this difference field versus knower can actually shift how you see, well, everything. Maybe even bring a bit more freedom.
Okay, let's start with the first piece, the field, the Kshetra. Krishna lays it out right at the start. He says, or Arjuna, this body is called the field.
That's Shloka 13.1, yeah.
And one who knows it is called the knower of the field. So what exactly is this field? Just the physical body?
No, not at all. It's actually much, much broader than just the physical. When the Gita talks about the field, it means the body, yes, but also the mind and the senses.
The mind, too.
Yes. Think about it like this. Basically, anything you can perceive or experience, physically or mentally, that's all part of the field. And here's the kicker, the really profound point for you listening. You are not this field. You're the knower, the consciousness observing it all.
That's a big idea. Especially the part about thoughts and feelings being part of the field, too. Because often, a strong emotion feels like the very essence of me.
Right, it does. It feels incredibly personal.
So what specific things does Krishna list as being in this field?
Well, he gets quite detailed in the next couple of shlokas, 13.5 and 6. He lists the 5 great elements, earth, water, fire, air, ether, the building blocks.
Okay, the physical world.
Exactly. But then he adds the ego, the intellect, and the mind itself.
So the inner stuff, too.
Right, and even things like your desires, your emotions, happiness, sadness, the processes of birth and death, suffering, joy, all of it. It's all considered part of this temporary changing field.
Wow.
Yeah. So think about a moment of, say, intense joy you felt recently, or deep sorrow. This wisdom says even that experience is part of the field you're observing, not the eternal you, which naturally leads to the big question for you. If all that is the field, then what or who are you?
Exactly. That's the perfect transition. If my body, mind, emotions are all the field, who is the knower? Who is this you that's left?
This is where it gets really interesting. Shloka 13.2 gives us the clue. Krishna says, know that I am also the knower in all fields. So first, it means there's a conscious observer, a soul, a knower. Within every single living being. You have one, I have one, everyone does. But then he adds that he, Krishna, representing the Supreme, is also the ultimate knower present in all fields, the one consciousness witnessing everything.
So there's the individual knower and the supreme knower.
Precisely. And understanding this distinction, this difference between the temporary field and the eternal knower, that understanding is what the Gita calls true wisdom.
Okay, true wisdom. That sounds important.
Yeah.
But what does that look like, in real life? Is it just knowing this stuff intellectually?
No, definitely not just intellectual. That's a key point Krishna makes. In Shlokas 13.8 to 12, he describes the qualities that demonstrate this true knowledge. It's not about memorizing verses.
Right.
It's about living the understanding of what's temporary versus what's eternal. So things like humility. That comes from realizing your successes and failures happen in the field. They aren't your eternal self. It frees you from ego.
Okay, that makes sense.
And patience. Knowing that circumstances are temporary helps you stay steady. Nonviolence, self-control, being aware life is impermanent. Detachment, which isn't indifference, mind you, but freedom from being tied to outcomes. And devotion, seeking the truth sincerely. These aren't just abstract virtues, they're the result of actually knowing the difference. It's a way of being.
And this knower, this soul, you said it's eternal, imperishable. That's quite something. Does that mean we're all just separate little sparks of eternity, or is there something more connecting us?
That's a fantastic question, and Shloka 13.31 offers a really profound perspective. It says, when one sees that all diverse beings are in one, and that they originate from that one, then they attain Brahman.
Brahman. The ultimate reality.
Exactly. The supreme spirit, the universal consciousness. It's saying that when you truly see past the surface differences, you realize that all these seemingly separate beings actually arise from and exist within one single underlying reality. There's a great analogy often used. It's like one light shining through many different lamps. The lamps look different, but the light is the same.
One light, many lamps. I like that.
It suggests this deep, fundamental unity, which raises another question for you, doesn't it? If you start seeing that unity in others, how does that change how you interact with them or view the world?
Yeah, it definitely shifts things. Okay, so we have the field, the individual knower, soul, this underlying unity. Where does Krishna, as the Supreme Lord, fit into my personal experience then? Is he just observing from afar?
Not at all distant. Shloka 13.23 makes it incredibly personal. It says the Supreme Lord is also right here, in this body, as the observer, yes, but also as the permitter, the sustainer, and even the ultimate enjoyer or experiencer.
Wow, so not far away at all.
Nope. Right here within. Silently witnessing everything. Supporting your existence, allowing your life to unfold. It's a very intimate presence.
Okay, so let's bring this all together. We've gone through the field, the knower, true knowledge, unity, divine presence.
Yeah.
What's the bottom line for you, the listener sitting here today? How does knowing all this actually help?
Well, the core message, the real liberation here is this. You are not your body. You are not your mind or your passing thoughts or emotions. You are the soul, pure consciousness, free, eternal.
And realizing that.
And when you really begin to grasp that, to feel it, the power that suffering has over you starts to change. It loosens its grip. You start to see difficulties, pain, loss as events happening within the temporary field. They aren't attacks on your true, unchanging self.
As it creates a kind of space.
Exactly. Think about a challenge you're facing right now, the stress, the worry. What if you could observe those feelings as part of the field from the perspective of the calm, steady knower? How might that change your response?
Yeah, that would make a difference.
That's the aha moment of chapter 13. It's about self-realization. Understanding that true wisdom, true freedom isn't out there somewhere to be found. It's within you. And that shift can help you navigate everything, challenges, successes, failures, with a totally different perspective, knowing they're just experiences passing through the field.
It's a powerful journey, isn't it? From thinking we're just this tangible field to realizing we're the eternal knower watching it all. It really anchors you, gives you a different foundation in a world that's always changing.
Absolutely. And maybe just reflect on this. Did you feel even a tiny shift inside when you heard those words, really heard them, you are not the body? And just sit with that for a moment. What would it genuinely feel like to live from that understanding day to day? How might that change your attachments, your sense of freedom, whether you're stuck in traffic or celebrating something wonderful? It's something to explore.
Definitely something to think about. And, this understanding of the field and the knower, it actually leads perfectly into where we're going next. Because how we experience and interact with this field is deeply influenced by these fundamental forces of nature called the three gunas.
Ah, yes, the modes of material nature.
Exactly. So next time we'll dive into those, how these subtle energies shape basically all behavior and energy in the world. It adds another fascinating layer to all this.
It really ties it all together. You won't want to miss seeing how connected these ideas are.